Hello everyone, welcome to the science class again. Today we are going to read about heart. Chapter 6, part 10. Before reading about heart, we are going to read about an important function of blood, that is blood clotting. Here in this slide you can see that blood clotting is the very important function of blood. It is done with the help of platelets. Platelets produce tiny fibrinogen fibers to form a net. This net traps other blood cells to form a blood clot. When a tissue is wounded or a blood vessel is ruptured due to some injury, the blood flows through it. If not checked, it may cause an excessive loss of blood. Sometimes this immense loss of blood even leads to death. However, the body has its own natural device of preventing the loss of blood by forming a blood clot, which plugs the injury and stops further flow of blood and also checks the entry of pathogenic microorganisms. Here in this slide you are seeing that how the platelets and the red blood cells, they are combining together and they are forming a blood clot. This blood clotting is a complex factor and we are going to read about this in the above slide. So as the blood flows out from the damaged blood vessels of the wounded tissue and comes in contact with external air, the ruptured or the wounded blood platelets of injured tissue release a substance called thromboplastin. Now what is thromboplastin? Thromboplastin is a protein. Now this thromboplastin, in the presence of calcium ion and a few clotting factors, convert prothrombin to thrombin. Now prothrombin is a protein already present in the blood plasma. It is converted into thrombin, which is a protein digesting enzyme. Now what happens next? Thrombin then hydrolyzes fibrinogen. Now this fibrinogen is a very large soluble protein present in the plasma. The soluble fibrinogen is converted into insoluble and fibrous fibrin by the action of thrombin. This fibrin is the ultimate product which forms very tangled needle-like fibers. The fiber from a mesh work into which the red blood cells become trapped and a blood clot is formed. Blood clot is a thick jelly which plugs the ruptured blood vessels so that the flow of blood stops and no more blood flows out. The blood clot gradually dries up. A yellow fluid called serum comes out. This serum is plasma without its fibrinogen. Now in this slide you can see the structure of heart. Now what is heart? Heart is a organ which is four chambered and it is a muscular cone shaped organ about the size of a fist of the person. It is located in the upper body between the lungs and with its pointed end downwards and pointing towards the left. The main purpose of the heart is to pump blood around the body. The heart pumps oxygen and nutrients rich blood to the organs, tissues and cells of the body and eliminates the waste products which is present in our body so that we do not get sick. Here in this slide you can see the location of heart. The heart is located in the thoracic cavity. It is located between the lungs and we call the tip of the heart as apex. Now we will read about the structure of the human heart. The heart is a hollow muscular organ roughly of the size of our fist. Its average weight is about 300 grams in males and about 250 grams in females. It is reddish brown in color and conical in shape. The heart is situated between the two lungs in the middle of the thoracic cavity, and it is surrounded by a tough two-layered sac that is known as pericardium. The pericardial fluid is secreted in the pericardial cavity between the pericardium and the heart. This reduces the friction between the heart wall and the surrounding tissues when the heart is beating. The heart is a double pump. It is divided by a septa into two halves, the right and the left, each half consisting of two communicating chambers, upper smaller auricle or atrium and lower larger ventricle. Thus the heart has four chambers, the two upper chambers called arteria, which is known as atrium, and two lower chambers called left and right ventricles. Here in this slide you can see the internal structure of heart. There are valves between left atrium and left ventricle and between right atrium and right ventricle. These valves provide one-way passage and prevents the return of blood. That means these two valves permit the flow of blood from atrium to ventricle and not in the reverse order. Now some information about the different types of valves which are present in the heart. Right auricle opens into right ventricle through an aperture guarded by a tricuspid valve. The valve is supported by fine fiber called chordae tendineae. The left auricle or atrium opens into left ventricle through an aperture guarded by a bicuspid or mitral valve. It is also supported by chordae tendineae. Right ventricle opens into a pulmonary arch. The opening is guarded by a pulmonary valve. Left ventricle opens into aorta with a semilunar aortic valve being present between the two. Now we will study about the arteries and the veins which are bringing the blood and taking away the blood from the heart. Deoxygenated blood from the whole body enters right auricle through a superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava brings the blood from upper part of the body, and inferior vena cava brings the blood from the middle and the lower parts of the body. Oxygenated blood is carried by pulmonary vein into left auricle or atrium. Both the auricles get filled up simultaneously. It is called diastole. They contract together or undergo systole to pour their blood into their respective ventricles. This causes diastole of the two ventricles. In the next video, we will read about the mechanism of the working of heart.